What's up, man? You know what, guys? I came to give Zhang, Big Zhang, his shoes. Zhang ran away, forget his shoes in Congo. I'm in Congo right now, training hard for Big Zhang. And I just heard that the Zhang, he said no to the fight. And he forget his shoes. Big Zhang, come collect your shoes, man. Stop run away. I know your team is protecting you. They don't want you to get knocked out. So now I'm focused now on Agit Kabayel. Kabayel, be ready. Thank you, big thank you to IBF for giving me this big opportunity. I'm looking forward to be a #1 next year. Big Kabayel, you're going to get it. Knockout. No one will run away from this. This is big machine, Martin Bakole. Knockout machine. The next and the future format. So next year is my year. Daniel Dubois, be ready. Joshua, he get knocked out. Out of the line. Tyson Fury, Usyk, I'll be #1 next year. Thank you guys, see you later. Thank you for big support from my country and thank you for big support around the world. Martin Bakole, the next king.
James Turner for the untouchable, true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and talk about this because I did miss this about 6 days ago when the news was reported, but I want to speak about it now because it's heavyweight boxing. You know, I love the heavyweight division, always have. You can't be a boxing fan and not love the heavyweight division. There's so much history, there's so much tradition in the division, but it was reported recently that the IBF has formally ordered Martin Bakole to fight Agit Kabayel in a final eliminator, and I just think that that's a great fight. I think that's an amazing fight for the division. Let's talk about it. So these are two fighters. You know, you guys know I've been very critical of Turki Al-Sheikh and Riyadh season, but like I'm an adult. Like I'm very emotionally intelligent, and one thing I can tell you is you gotta know how to compartmentalize things. Nobody just because I don't like someone, nobody in life is all good and nobody in life is all bad, and that's just law. That's just a general principle I live life by. Nobody's all good and nobody's all bad. So I may not agree with some of the things that Riyadh season and Turki Al-Sheikh are doing because there's like political agendas that are beyond boxing that I don't agree with, but that doesn't mean there aren't fighters that are benefiting from this greatly, you know. And I think two of the fighters that have benefited the most from Turki Al-Sheikh and Riyadh season have been Martin Bakole and Agit Kabayel. You know, two middling heavyweight contenders, guys that are higher risk, low reward, you know, good fighters, high-level fighters, dangerous fighters, but don't have the name or the market value that, you know, it would take to get these bigger names to fight them when, you know, unless they're mandatory or something like that. So these guys have been able to actually have a real boxing career and get fights because of Riyadh season. So in that regard, you know, I don't agree with everything, but shout out to them for that, you know. So there's that. But Bakole and Kabayel is a great fight. You know, you have Kabayel on one side. He's beaten up on Makhmudov, exposed him, beat up on Frank Sanchez, who a lot of guys weren't rushing to fight, you know, good, really solid contender. So he's had a banner year, very banner year for himself. And then for Bakole, he absolutely just popped and destroyed the Jared Anderson hype train. So for him, I'll always be thankful for that because I couldn't stand Jared Anderson. I always thought he was overrated. I didn't think he was like anything crazy like they were making him out to be. They're calling him the next Riddick Bowe. So it was beautiful to see him just pop that balloon. So that being said, this is a great fight. You know, Martin Bakole is one of the strongest heavyweights in the division. Heavy hands, punch with both hands, very well conditioned, fights hard, damn near the whole round. You know, he's one of these guys that you got to really do your best to keep him off of you. Good size for the weight class, you know, a tough out for anybody. There's a reason why all these years, a lot of guys weren't running to fight him. Martin Bakole has always been able to fight. You know, he got kind of condemned because he lost to Michael Hunter and got knocked out by him. But since then, he's won like, what was it, 8 or 9 fights in a row. And whoever's been willing to fight him, he's been beating them and beating him in sensational fashion. So I want to see him get those big fights. And I think Kabayel and him is a great fight. Both those fighters, I think they're at a stage of their career where they need each other because I don't think the champions are going to fight Bakole or Kabayel right now. That the names aren't big enough. or the champion, I should say, because it's Usyk. Usyk's gonna fight Fury, and then maybe he vacates and the belt's fragment. But regardless, they're not the big names got their like roadmap planned out. I think this is the best fight that could be made for both of them, and I hope it happens. I hope that Kabayel doesn't do what Martin Bakole said Zhang did, because apparently Zhili Zhang has ducked Martin Bakole. He's avoided the fight. Apparently, he was offered the fight and he didn't take it. So if that's the case, then shame on Zhang and Terry Lane and their whole team, because that would have been a great fight for boxing in the division. Two of the heaviest punchers in the whole world squaring off with each other. But yeah, Kabayel he overlooked for a lot of years, couldn't get the big fights, was always in the running. His name was floated around there with AJ, but could never get the big fights. This is a fight he needs. This is a fight he needs. This is a fight Bakole needs. This is a fight that the division needs, and I'm all for it. So just because, and I want to explain this to boxing fans, just because a fight gets ordered, it doesn't necessarily mean the fight happens. There's been many instances in boxing history where a sanctioning body will order a fight, meaning that they say, okay, you, the champion, need to fight our number one contender by X amount of days, or we strip you. Those fights don't always happen because the contender could be going another route. The champion may pay the contender to step aside money to fight somebody else. There's all kinds of things that happen when a fight gets ordered. So don't take this as Bakole's fighting Kabayel next. Take it as they're in the process of making it happen, and God willing, it can happen, because this division needs the fight. And I think Martin Bakole, after the Jared Anderson performance, a lot of people, especially here in America, learned who Martin Bakole was, and his stock is at an all-time high, and he's someone that people want to see fight against a big name, or at least a top guy, a credible opponent, and Kabayel is definitely that. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. What do you guys think? The IBF orders Bakole versus Kabayel in a final eliminator. Who do you got and why? I think the winner of this fight positions themselves very greatly, because I think Usyk and Fury will fight, and I think the winner of that fight, especially if it's Usyk, I think Usyk will probably retire, and then Usyk will the belt will fragment very soon, and the winner of this fight's gonna be in position to fight for a vacant title. So that's how I see it. But let me know how you guys see it. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterbury, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.